My name is Mel Lloyds of Innate Wisdom in Business Banking Issues, and I'll be producing 4 videos to deal with the way that banks are collecting out on their debt, such as personal guarantees and other such business debt. And we will be covering HSBC, RBS Natwest, Lloyds TSB as they were, and Barclays Bank. Since we last reported on RBS Natwest some 4 years ago in relation to their debt collection process for business debts and personal guarantees, a lot has changed. They've moved their offices, they've closed down their Telford office. They now operate out of Birmingham and Rotherham for the most part. Some debt collection is still undertaken for the larger amounts out of London, but Birmingham and Rotherham tend to take the most of the workload. As with a lot of other issues around RBS, they've had terrible issues in their debt collection process. Up until a year ago, they weren't responding to letters. We put in many complaints in. They really were on the rack. They were so under the cosh, they would actually refer stuff out to solicitors, who then would issue proceedings without pre-action protocol letters. It was rather a mess and difficult to handle, difficult to predict. Having said that, for the last year or so, I would say, certainly in Birmingham and our experience in Rotherham to some extent as well, they have actually been coming to the party and agreeing some deals and getting some deals done, which is very, very good. So they seem to be taking more of a commercial view on it. A lot less is now being processed through the courts in terms of court papers. So again, very rarely, it's a very rare occurrence that actually goes to court or there's any trial, but that's mainly due to our process and theirs. But the good news is we are getting some way to getting some deals done and for the bank and obviously for the borrower to move on. So things are improving. The judge, or I would say the jury, is still out in the way that they act. But you never know, if things keep improving, then that will be a good thing. But with RBS, you never really know. The next bank we will look at is Lloyds TSB, which of course is split now, but their debt collection on old debts is still being run out of the same office.